Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, as I second this particular bill, one thing that should be very clear, and really when one grows or when one is growing, they hardly tell themselves that at some point you'll get old. That in your 30s, you have to know that there is a time you'll be 40, there's a time you'll be 50. Honorable Speaker, when I was a young man, an extremely young man, although you still call me young man, when I was 20, I used to look at people.
You are a very young man.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I agree. Honorable Speaker, when I was 20, the people who are 40 used to look very old to me. I didn't know that 40 was just next door to me, Honorable Speaker. And now that I'm also there, I look at people who are 60 as very old. I know soon I'll also be there. I do not know where to classify you, Honorable Speaker, but that is the reality of life. That at some point, people will get to 60, people will get to 70, people will get to 80. And it is the responsibility of government to take care of the elderly. It is the responsibility of a responsible and well-organized and well-structured government, Honorable Speaker, to take care of the people of such a majority age, Honorable Speaker. Because when you get to the age of 70, looking at the economic status of our country and the opportunities that are therein, Honorable Speaker, if the government does not step in to take care of such people, then challenges will happen. And that is why it is important to the issues of health, the universal health coverage, the issue of social protection are very, very vital, Honorable Speaker, as far as this question of the social protection is concerned. Because looking at the jurisdictions that have grown, that have matured, that are progressive, say, for example, the United States, Honorable Speaker, where there is even provision of funds specifically, and even specifically to take care of those old people, Honorable Speaker. They have clinics, they have people that are employed to manage and do all those kind of things, Honorable Speaker, and they pay that, Honorable Speaker. I don't know why the Honorable Hassan is, I don't know why, Honorable Speaker, protect me from the Honorable. Speaker, protect
Honorable
me.
Hassan, you're out of order.
You can raise the point of information.
If the member on the floor is misleading the House, you know what to do. Go on.
The Honorable Speaker, I'll be guided by him because he really must have traveled. But what I'm saying is that in progressive countries, Honorable Speaker, in progressive jurisdictions, there are provisions for taking care of the elderly and the sick. And this is the culture that you really must develop here, because looking at the rate at which, of course, the mortality rate of this country, Honorable Speaker, the people who are perhaps in their post-50s tend not to live long because of lack of such provisions, Honorable Speaker, the social protection and such elements. So this bill comes in hand, Honorable Speaker, to create structures on who exactly is supposed to benefit, on the roles the board or the cabinet secretary, those responsible are going to, those responsible should be doing. So it really clears the way for the formation of a well-structured form or format to help in crafting and coming up with a very good structure of settling those people who are in the age of the majority. So, Honorable Speaker, with those very many remarks, I beg to second.
Members on their feet, take your seats. Honorable members, I'll now propose the question at order number 9, which is at the Social Protection Bill, National Assembly Bill number 12 of 2025, be now read a second time. Honorable members, I see a lot of names on the screen. They were there when we started. I don't know if they are for this bill. If you are not for this bill, log out. Yes, Junet.
Mr. Speaker, I stand up to raise the issue of quorum, Mr. Speaker. Whether we have quorum in the House, Mr. Speaker, to discuss this bill. Where is the number? What are you rebuking? What are you rebuking? What are you rebuking? No, 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 no. There is no bill that will pass in this house going forward. No way. No. Embarrassing that we are passing other bills. Ikifika hiyo ndio wanataka kuembarrass wewe that they are calling for quorum. When we reach that number,
Yes.
that order is when they want to call for quorum.
Clerk, do we have quorum? Honorable members, we have 35 members. We need 50. Sergeant, ring the bell. And the whips, do your job.
That's the wrong procedure. You can't leave it.
Are you ringing the bell? No, it's Junet.
Ndio nikuoneshe kwenye And at that time, we saw that the House had quorum. However, means that the members one by one walked out. And now what we are seeing is that the numbers have significantly reduced. And remember, it is a House that considers and passes laws. So the numbers present need to be a good representation of the public. And that is why that particular quorum is important to the House or inside the chambers. The quorum bell is still on. However, you will recall before that hitch, the bill that was being considered or the business that was on the floor of the House was the Social Protection Bill, a bill sponsored by the leader of the majority party. And we had seen the deputy leader of the majority party, Honorable Owen Bayer, moving that bill, and it was seconded by the majority whip, Honorable Sylvanus Osoro. The Social Protection Bill is a bill that seeks to address existing gaps in the social protection sector, to provide for a comprehensive framework for social protection, to make provision for and regulate the administration of social assistance, and also to establish the National Board for Social Protection. The Speaker is addressing the House. Allow me to hand you over.
Leadership to come to my office in the next 3-4 minutes so that we can consult Bayer, Janet, and your team. Honorable members, due to a quorum hitch, the House now stands adjourned until tomorrow, the 23rd of April, 2025 at 9:30 a.m.